I'm just very sensitive about me, myself, and I. And I'm intentional about what I do because I know the life that I want to live. And, I have to be okay with that I am being intentional about my life. And sometimes it won't be fun. And sometimes I'm going to have to tell people no. And I may need to explain why. And I have to be okay with where I'm at. I have to be okay with saying, confident in myself and my intentions, and saying, that's just not what I'm interested in. I can't be spitting these bars and not turn on the camera. What? So, I was just thinking, I was praying to God, telling him, I'm thankful for my life. I was reflecting on the fact that although I got myself to this point in life, it's not like I prepared to be here. And I'm saying all this because I know I'm in this stage of my life where I'm in another rebirth. Like, this is a whole new chapter of my life, and it's crazy and weird and like surreal because I am living out the life that I want now, that 6 months to a year ago I could not see myself where I am right now. And so I'm dealing with me getting older and getting wiser and living out the wisdom, if that makes sense. And it's just not, it's definitely not on some just typical social media stuff. Like, I think conscious living and bettering yourself and wanting a better life, and I'm not talking about hustle culture, but I'm talking about conscious living. I'm talking about the other side of the internet where I live and where my tribe is. And I don't think that that's always seen as cool. Like, I don't think it's seen as cool to be like, go read a book or go watch motivational content, go turn on a sermon even. Like, I see it as cool, and the people that rock with me see it as cool, but it's not the majority. And so a lot of times I feel like I'm boring, or I feel like, why am I not like the majority kind of thing. My whole life I've been people pleasing, so all the things that I used to do I don't do anymore because I'm not doing that people pleasing. I'm just very sensitive about me, myself, and I. And I'm intentional about what I do because I know the life that I want to live. And, I have to be okay with that I am being intentional about my life. And sometimes it won't be fun. And sometimes I'm going to have to tell people no. And I may need to explain why. And I have to be okay with where I'm at. I have to be okay with saying, confident in myself and my intentions, and saying, that's just not what I'm interested in. I'm not going to ever force somebody to be in my presence and enjoy my company. But I also don't have to shortchange myself and diminish myself and how I want to spend my time by bending to what someone else wants me to do. And I have to learn that it's okay. This goes for anybody and everybody. It goes for family, friends, a work occasion. If it's compromising my joy, if it's compromising my peace of mind, then that's something that I don't need to participate in. Like, just earlier, I was just thinking, like, bro, I'm 28. Next year, I'm going to be 29. And, like, where am I going to be next year? I'm excited for that growth. I'm getting married this year. What? I can only imagine who I'm gonna be next year. I can't even imagine who I'm gonna be next year, because I have changed my life in the last couple years. So much change, mindset shifting, spiritual growth, like spiritual, emotional, mental growth, physical. We're working on that right now. It's like immense amount of change in a very short period of time. If I stay consistent how I am right now, how I am leveling up on what I've said I wanted to do, like my goals that I set for 2022 and 2023, I slow rolled them. Not gonna lie, I slow rolled them. I did not bring as much into fruition as I needed to last year, or as I would have liked to. But this year I am stepping it up. I am really stepping my game up, and we just got into March, and I am stepping my game up. Content creation is a priority in my life. Ergo, like, that's why I'm filming right now, because I'm like, anytime I start talking, I'm like, I need to record. Like, this is a moment to record. Why are you not recording? Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna even use 2 minutes of this clip. That could end up being 15 minutes, but I'm going to record. Like, but last year I did not have this mentality. Last year it was just like, when I can, when I want to. Last year it was a lot of me just like trying stuff for real. But this year I'm being very intentional about treating my content creation as a job, or as the job that I want, kind of thing. Like, doing my research. Today I uploaded a video, and it was my first time really like using the tools and the skills that I have for real. Like, I know that, like, YouTube videos, when you turn it on, 9 times out of 10, it's an intro and an ending. So I went on Canva and I made me an intro and an ending and a cute thumbnail. And so when I look at my thumbnail and my video, it feels like the same quality and the same like effort and thought as the YouTubers that I watch. And that makes me feel good. Like, I'm asking Terrence, hey, what do you think about this? And he helping me reworking and whatnot. Like, that feels good. It feels good to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It feels good that I am leveling up. It's also a whole new, like, I'm just learning. I'm learning in this season. I'm relearning myself, honestly. Last year, I kind of was just buckling down and focusing on my finances a little bit, and just focusing on like being a good steward of my finances, and being joyful with my current life, you know. And then this year I'm learning, like, this chapter is all about me leveling up for real. It's about me taking charge and doing, like, about that action, like what Beyonce said. We about that action. That's the season of my life, because I have had a lot of spirit, you know, so much growth and learning the past 2 years, that now it's like, okay, but what are you about to do with all this? I was talking about this earlier. It's like, I cannot say that I am a life coach if I am not coaching myself to have a better life, you know. So I need to be the testimony. And I have done a lot in these last 2 years, but it's like I cannot stop. I can't stop. I have to level up. I have to figure out how to level up. It may take some sacrifice. It will take sacrifice. It will take me being tired every now and again. It will take whatever it's gonna take. I got it to give. Whatever it will take, I have it to give, because I know the life that I want to live, and I deserve to live it, and I got to put in that work. It's gonna take for me to be uncomfortable, you know. Like, one of the things I'm planning to do is reaching out to my family and friends specifically. Hey, can you follow my YouTube? That's gonna be uncomfortable for me, because it's gonna have me letting in some of the people that's close to me, but the people that's closest to you, we're not always so vulnerable with them. And so it's like my granny following my YouTube and watching my videos and hearing me cuss and this and that. That's gonna have to be vulnerable for me. That's a level of vulnerability that, yes, my granny has seen me vulnerable, but not to the extent that, like, I'm vulnerable with my homegirls or my mom. Same thing. My mom has seen me vulnerable, but not to the extent of how I am with Terrence. And so it's gonna take me being uncomfortable and putting myself out there, which is gonna be uncomfortable for me because I do not like the spotlight. I have to learn